Hi, today we're going to draw on what we've learned about how-to writing. And we are going to write a text about an animal that we might have as a pet. I want you to think about an animal that you could have as a pet. Think for a minute, pause the video, and create a list of all the animals that you could possibly have as a pet. Not animals that wouldn't live at your house, but we're going to think today about animals that could possibly be a pet. Pause your video, make a list of those animals, and then press play. Okay, so some animals that might be pets in our house. Dogs, goldfish, birds, guinea pigs, ducks, cats, snakes, potbelly pigs. I have 2 of them. Maybe even a hedgehog. So now that we have this list, I want you to think of which of those animals would you know the most about, or would you like to find out more about so that you can teach somebody about those animals as pets? So I want you to circle one. Good. Now, the next thing we're going to do is create a word web. On your paper, you're going to draw a big circle in the center of your paper, and you're going to put in the name of the animal that you have chosen. Coming away from that animal, you're going to draw 4 smaller circles, and each of those circles is going to get 4 lines to start with. Now we have a word web. And we're going to use that web to help us to get our information in order so we remember to include it in our text. Press the pause button, create your word web, then press the play button. Okay, so while you were gone, I created my word web. I have goats. I know the most about my goats, and even though they're not really my pets, they are my farm animals. So I'm going to use goats. I looked at my word goats and I thought, how do I take care of my goats? I need to tell people how to care for them. So I wrote care in my first bubble. In my next bubble, I wrote about their feed because they don't just eat one kind of feed. My goats eat many kinds of feed, so I put another bubble there for them. Here, I put breeds, but then I thought, that's not really about taking care of goats. That is more just in general about goats. So I said, oh no, I think I will do training. Yes, we train our goats. And in my next box, in my next circle, I put their health. How do I keep them healthy? Are there certain things that I need to do? So now I want you to pause the video, and I want you to think about the 4 major pieces that you're going to write about your animal. Perhaps it is feeding them and caring for them and training them and their health. Stop, fill it in, and then press play. Now, each of these lines could be more details for my text. So I'm going to think for a minute. Feed, What do I feed the goats? Well, I feed them hay. I feed them grain. I feed them minerals. And I need to give them lots of water. These are all really important things that I would need to tell somebody about if I was helping them to learn about taking care of goats as pets or farm animals. So these are the things that I'm going to make sure that I write about. I'm going to do the same thing for the care and the training and the health of my goats. So I want you now, just like I did, pause the video, fill in some more information, and then come back. Now that you're back, your word web probably looks a lot like mine. Maybe you have the words food or grooming, exercise, cleaning. I hadn't even thought about that one. Do you have those other pieces of information that you need? Now that your word web is ready, you are ready to write how to care for your animal. If you need more information, if you think that you don't know enough about that animal, remember, you have the opportunity to go out and research that animal. Using some of the same research websites that I've given you earlier this week, you can go out. You can look on Discovery Education. You can go to PebbleGo. You can look at KidRex and see if there's more information that you would like to use in your text. Now, when I look at my word web, I know that each circle is a new set of information. So each circle should be a new paragraph in my text. Make sure when you are writing your piece of text, once again, remember those important things that we talked about earlier this week. We're going to use capital letters at the beginning of our sentence and periods at the end. Each thought is a sentence. Each sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. Each new subject is a new paragraph. So if you have 4 circles about dogs, there will be a paragraph about feeding, a paragraph about grooming, a paragraph about training, and a paragraph about playing, or whatever your 4 ideas are. When you are finished, you are going to either upload your Word document and attach it to my email at the end of the week, or you will take a picture of your handwritten work and make sure that it is an attachment to your email. Now off you go. You're going to write that text, and when you are finished writing, you will save your document and email it to me. Remember, if you have any questions, if you need any help, if you want me to coach you along the way and you need some suggestions, email me, text me, call me. I am here for you, and I will be glad to answer your questions. Off you go.